I'm about to eat at Carrabba's Italian Grill for 4 days, Bella.
Something is going on with people recently. People seem to think that Olive Garden is not classy anymore. Oh, what?
What's going on in this world?
Even with the glistening breadsticks and the rustic Italian decor and the little tablet you can order endless soup and salad on or play a game of solitaire, the possibilities are endless. Just like the pasta. Oh, I'm cosplaying as a piece of tortellini all twisted. What I'm trying to say is people are acting like it's not the epitome of authentic Italian cuisine. And to those people I say, that's okay. There's an option for you and your massive standards. I give you Carrabbas. It's basically Olive Garden with a little more luxury, a dash of opulence, and a name that most Americans cannot spell. I had to Google it multiple times actually. And this is not sponsored by Olive Garden or Carrabba's. I mean, I wish it was, but what would they pay me in? Olives? And what would Carrabba's pay me in? A crab? I almost said the plural version, but then I was like, you know what, Timmy? You don't want to talk about your personal issues in front of everybody right here, so let's not. In this video, we're gonna be eating at Carrabba's for 4 days straight. I'm gonna be taste testing most of the menu, from the appetizers, to the entrees, to the dolce. Mamma mia. That means dessert in French, so it's my favorite language. We're gonna be eating twice a day for brunch and dinner. So that's gonna be 8 3-course meals throughout this video. And of course, don't forget about the last course, girlies. It's the most important course of the day. I'm gonna be eating inside the restaurant during lunchtime because I figure it'll be more empty at that time. And then for dinner, we'll be eating in the car to avoid every human being I can, you know? And yes, I'm going to a different location for every dine-in meal. You know why? Because if I film in the same place twice within the same week, the employees are gonna start noticing and asking questions, and then I'll feel like a celebrity, it'll go to my head. I'll buy a mansion, waste all my money. It's a vicious cycle, but a very glamorous one as well. The truth is I have social anxiety and I really don't feel like answering questions. That's the truth. And there's no glamour in the real answer, but sometimes reality needs to be said. So it's gonna be a great week. I'm so excited. Regina, are you excited? She's at the age where she wants nothing to do with me. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't hurt. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It is the easiest way to support little old me in my whole dainty career. Also subscribe. I make food content. Oh, look who's awake now. I'm scared of her. Anyways, girlies, let's get going to Carrabba's. Oh, by the way, I did want to let you know this week you're cosplaying as my Nonna from Italy. Do I have a Nonna from Italy? No, but I am half Cuban, and Hola and Bella sound kind of similar, so it's close enough. I want to live my Italian countryside fantasy. So come on, Nonna, let's go. Come on. Pick up the pace, Nonna. You've always been selfish. We're here at Carrabba's. Now, I haven't been to Carrabba's in years. And I remember all the Carrabba's having like bricks and like authentic like architectures and like made of stones and authentic materials. This looks like an old Denny's. No offense to Denny's, you're a really nice person, but I don't trust you. I don't. It's just not really giving the fantasy I wanted, but I'm still so hyped for these 8 meals. I saw they have meatballs on the menu. You know I gotta eat those first. Not like that.
Does the front look like a Denny's? No, it does not. It looks like a Carrabba's. I'm impressed. The front is much prettier than the side. That's what people say about my face. They're like terrible profiles. Stunning, radiant face on cover girl.
Hello, how are you? Just one? Yeah.
And the inside was very impressive. Look at this, guys. There's an open kitchen. You can see the chefs preparing the pasta fresh, tossing it around the kitchen, you know? Watch out, there's a piece of fettuccine flying. And this was my little booth. They gave me multiple menus, including the main menu and the lunch menu as well. And they gave me some bread with some olive oil and herbs for dipping.
Oh my God, girlies. Okay, so let me just say, I know I insulted the outside, the exterior. I judged a building by its walls, and I should have judged it by its inner walls. you know? Exactly. You understood me. It's so nice inside. I haven't been in so many years, and listen, look at the sea. It's the color of wine. It's also very plush and very comfy, and there are bricks. There is a lot of wood everywhere, so it does feel authentic to me. I'm so excited to try this bread. So they gave me some herbs and some oil. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I did dress up as an herb today. I just wanted to fit in. Everywhere I go, I think, am I gonna follow the crowd and be one of them? Because that's what I want, and that's what's happening. Do you call it herb or herb? Like herb? I don't say herb. We don't say hello. We say hello, love. Oh, yes. Perfect. Thank you so much. My meatballs are already here. Oh my gosh, they basically threw them at me. I love it. But let's first try the bread. So it's all wrapped up like a gift. I feel like Charlie getting his golden ticket. I finally get to get away from my lazy grandparents that just sit in bed all day, even though they can dance and walk. Oh, it smells so fresh. Oh my God, it smells so good. I'm like shaking because I'm so hungry. Sorry. And it's warm. It feels doughy. Let's dip it into these herbs. Wow. What a unique combination of flavors. Listen, a lot of other places will give you just butter. You know, it's always butter. Is the whole country Amish? No, only sections of it are. But Carrabba's served up some real, authentic, very flavorful olive oil. You'd think it was grown in the Olive Garden, but it wasn't. It was grown in the Carrabba's patch. Oh my God, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I always get nervous when I start filming, like for the first day, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to have a good time with you, you know? You make me nervous. You're intimidating. You're hot. Oh my gosh, I forgot you were my Nona. What I'm saying is when I'm nervous, I always say the dumbest jokes. I can't help it. Oh, it's all great so far. Thank you so much. And the herbs are so flavorful. I taste a lot of rosemary, for sure. I also taste a little bit of basil, a little bit of oregano, and a lot of salt. They put a lot of salt in this herb blend, which I'm not mad at. And the bread actually tastes like someone made it in their house. It tastes like someone needed it, and it needed them as well. We all need each other. Sorry. Okay, Timmy, chill. Let's be serious for a second. God.
It's great bread.
And it did have a slightly doughy texture, but like still fully cooked vibes. But there's just this kind of denseness and this heaviness that lets you know it was dough like 40 minutes ago. Adored that. I'm gonna give that a very strong 9 out of 10. Fantastic starter.
For my appetizer, I got the meatball marinara. It's exactly what it says it is, meatballs with marinara.
Okay, so there are only 2 meatballs, but in Carrabba's defense, they did say that it comes with 2 meatballs. That is literally what the menu says. It says 2 meatballs simmered in our pomodoro sauce with Parmesan and Romano cheeses. $9.29. It is what it is. I knew what I was getting into. Did I think the meatballs would be bigger and more swollen? Yes. But at the end of the day, this is on me. And if they're good, it'll be worth it. Also, 3 blobs of ricotta. I'm fine with that. You know, that's generous. Oh, that sure is tough. Wow. The good news is they taste fresh. They taste like they were definitely made here and not in a factory. No, I'm not gonna go as far to say they were made in Sicily. Of course not. That would just be a lie. They're enjoyable, but they have issues. I thought they were going to be tough all the way through. It was mainly just the outer part because it was very singed on the outside. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. I love a meal that comes out quick. Keeps me on my toes, you know? They were very charred on the outside, which did add a toughness, but also a very nice kind of caramelized flavor. Now, the inside of the meatball did have a classic meatball flavor, Italian seasoning, some Parmesan cheese, because it added that tiny little bit of sharpness, but there wasn't enough of it. I needed more. It was a little plain for me, but it was going in the right direction. It just didn't get all the way to Flavor Town. The car broke down in mediocre metropolis. But it was close to being really good. I did love the, oops, sorry, my eye. Nona, help me get it out. I did love the marinara sauce. Very bright, very classic tomatoey, a little bit sweet. And the ricotta also was very creamy. But overall, could be better. I'm gonna give those a 6.5 out of 10.
For my entree, I got the Italian sandwich with a side of pasta salad as well.
Okay, this sandwich is making up for those tiny little meatballs. It really is. Look how big. Nona, could you eat this? Oh, maybe in 1902. Back in the day. For sure. I could see that. This is the Italian sandwich. It has thinly sliced oven roasted rosemary ham, Genoa salami, pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, sliced tomato, romaine lettuce, pepperoncini peppers, red onion, roasted garlic aioli, Italian dressing, and also a side of gout. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get it again. I take that back. You girlies know that I had the gout once. I ate 60 turkey pepperonis and I thought it would somehow benefit my body. Don't ask me how. I'm not a scientist. And I woke up in the middle of the night. The pepperonis had turned into crystals and they went to my big toe and they said, attack, get the joint. And it was horrible. But now I eat pepperonis in moderation. I feel like This is moderation. But let's first try the pasta salad. This is apparently a new side. Seems to have sun-dried tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, onions. It looks very nice. And it's a pretty big portion too. Mmm. 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 Oh my, I love it. That's quite fantastic. I really thought it was gonna taste mediocre for some reason. There's a piece of food in my microphone swig. That would just be a lie. Madame, I'm so sorry. I have one complaint. Let me get out of the way. The noodles are a bit doughy and kind of Play-Doh-like, like they've been sitting in this vinaigrette for a while. Otherwise, flavor is incredible. Yes, it tastes like a classic vinaigrette, but with a much stronger olive oil flavor. Guys, everything here tastes like olive oil. By the end of the week, I'm gonna have a massive pimento within, because I'm gonna be an olive. It is rich because of the olive oil. It's refreshing because of this like lemony vinaigrette flavor. So it's a great balance. I love the sun-dried tomatoes. They're chewy, so it's a nice difference in texture. And they have that classic sun-dried tomato flavor. There's also cherry tomatoes in here, so we got double the tomato. Maybe I really am in Sicily. And that just added some more freshness. I loved it. I'm gonna give it a nice 8.5 out of 10. Very good. Now we got Big Daddy. Girlies, look at all that meat. This could make Arby's insecure. They're like, I always thought we had the meats, but now I'm not so sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for the meat. I'm grateful for the rosemary. Janao salami. Wow. I just noticed there's an Italian dressing. Oh my God. I'm supposed to dip it. What in the world? It doesn't even need it. Mama, that's just more olive oil. I get it. I get it. You make good olive oil, okay? It's like me putting like mayonnaise on everything because I'm American. You know, like chill. This sandwich is truly fantastic. From the bread to the focaccia. They're the same thing. The focaccia itself is so soft. It is giving Panera Bread's focaccia. And I know people say Panera Bread is processed now. I don't believe you. Besides the chicken, that's horrendous. But the bread there tastes really fresh to me. This tastes just as fresh. And then all the meats are perfectly balanced. You know, sometimes Italian subs are way too salty and too rich if they put too much pepperoni and too much of all those cured meats. I'm so glad they were cured. If only Beth from Little Women was. They didn't have that type of technology to fix her back then. She was just getting fever after fever after fever. And Mommy tried to cool her feet down in the foot bath, but guess what? That can't do much now, Mommy, can it? This is the perfect balance. I feel like it's mostly ham with a hint of pepperoni, a hint of salami. So it's not too much. And then all the toppings taste so fresh and so crunchy. And then this like dressing stuff that's on it, what was it again? Because to me, it tastes kind of like a black pepper Caesar something. Roasted garlic aioli. I was close. Now that I think about it, very strong garlic flavor instead of Caesar. It was just also well balanced and perfect. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Wow.
For my dessert, I got a hunk of peanut butter brownie.
It seems to have caramel, some sort of a pecan crumble on top, layers of brownie, peanut butter, and chocolate. It looks rich, I gotta say. But we keep an open mind. I'm such a know-it-all. That really was not too rich at all. Well, okay, it is rich, but not too rich. You know, there's a big difference. It's actually quite delicious. The brownie itself tastes really simple, classic. It's honestly barely sweet. It's almost like a Little Debbie brownie if it wasn't processed, if that makes sense. Like, it has that same kind of flavor without the processed demonic entity within it, you know? Little Debbie really is quite sinister. You don't know her. Have you seen The Omen? Did you think, oh, this roll is perfect for Little Debbie? Right. And then the peanut butter flavor, once again, not too sweet. Tastes kind of like a cream cheesy, almost like slightly cheesecakey vibe. And then the top layer is like a really, really, really thick, almost like ganache texture chocolate mousse. And so overall, they come together. They're decadent, but in a classy way. And this pecan crunch on top is everything. Super crunchy. And it makes me think of toffee, even though it's not. I'm gonna give that a nice strong 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. So guys, first meal is done. 7 more to go. I'll see you in my car in a few hours.
Okay, girlies, it's dinner time. So we are parked in a garage because I did not know this, but this Carrabba is an icon park, which is basically like a little mini amusement park. Guys, everything in Orlando is half amusement park. It's like how I'm half Cuban. It's just the way it is. But I did not know that. So now I have to take an elevator, go get my food, bring it back to the car, eat in the garage, like a lot of men do. You know, a lot of men make their garage their man cave. So I'm just gonna do that. But I also realized I have to say my name when I pick up the order because there's no curbside. So I always get nervous because of my store. Hopefully I'll be able to talk. If I can't, it is what it is. This is who I am. I'm accepting it slowly but surely. And this elevator smells like a big armpit. Do you watch me? Oh my god. Step right up and go on the flying swings in the sky, spinning around, and also eat some Italian for the Carrabbas. Hello. Picking up?
You picking up an order?
Yes. Timothy. Yes. Perfect, thank you. As you can see, I got some mozzarella sticks. I also got some chicken Alfredo, plus a house salad and tiramisu for dessert with a cocoa powder.
Hey, bud. Welcome to my man cave. What do you think about the place, huh? It's brand new. My wife Tammy told me I could build it. I mean, I told her I was going to, cause I don't need her permission for nothing. If my pit stink and she says, oh, honey, put on deodorant, I say, Tammy, it's not up to you. Take in the whiff. We got a popcorn machine over there. We got a little Red Bull refrigerator over there. We got a beard curling station in the back. Tammy's back there ready to curl away. But she's gonna give us some alone time too, bro. So we can have our bro time. You know, it's what I've been looking forward to all month, bro. All year, actually. We have a lot of things to try. Let's first try the mozzarella sticks because they're gonna get cold and I need that cheese pull because as an influencer, that's the most important thing in my life. We also have some marinara. Ooh, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Okay. Oh! Oh my god, the cheese! Welcome back to my man cave. Okay, so I absolutely hate the breading. I hate it with all my heart. My dark, cold heart that matches my soul. It's full of darkness. The breading really is bad. It's not greasy, so that's good. I just don't like the texture or the flavor. It tastes like burnt breadcrumbs. That's all. It doesn't taste like classic fried breading of any sort. It tastes like Italian breadcrumbs from Publix, like the Publix brand, toasted on a sheet until they turned into coal. That's it. I just noticed I'm very bald today. Like I feel extra bald. Is it getting worse? Is it thinning more, do you think? See, insecurities attack you at the most random moments. You might be enjoying your burnt breadcrumbs in your man cave and you'll just be like, wow, I'm so bald. But I still really enjoyed these because the cheese within is so incredible. This is top tier mozzarella stick cheese. I'm talking Cheesecake Factory level. You know when a mozzarella stick has extremely salty real cheese that isn't rubbery? It is more so like the texture of like a gooey pudding. That's what this is. It's... Stop it. That sounds crazy, but that is literally what this is giving. It's that texture and I love it so much. Look at it. She's beauty and she's grace. She's Sandra Bullock in Miss Congeniality. It's just incredible. I could scrape off the breading and just eat the cheese by itself, which I might do when I take this home. Even though I despise the breading, I'm still giving these a 7 out of 10. That's how good the cheese within is. Next up, we got this side salad. This is actually their house salad. Now, for house salad, it looks kind of pathetic. It's kind of giving more so like apartment salad, maybe tiny studio in New York salad, but it was free. It came with the pasta. Just like Olive Garden, they got the same deal, sort of. This is like a really thick Italian style dressing, I think. So clumpy. Is it blue cheese? I don't know. I'm hoping it's more of a Parmigiano Reggiano or maybe a feta, which also is pronounced feta because sometimes it smells like a feet. Stop looking at me! Look away! I'm embarrassed. Gorgeous. Very nice. It does not smell like blue cheese, so that's good news. We love good news. It seems to only have carrots, pepperoncinis, and olives. Okay, where's the croutons? Where's the bacon? Where's the cheese? Where's the egg? If it doesn't have any of those dairy products, it's not a salad. I feel like a horse eating in a garage. It's not terrible, but it's absolutely nothing compared to Olive Garden. Olive Garden Say what you will, but don't say anything about their salad. It's iconic. It has the perfect toppings, the perfect dressing. This really tastes exactly how it looks. It tastes like lettuce and other things that the horse community eats, along with dressing that's pretty good, but not great. It's not strong enough. It tastes like Italian dressing with a big kick of Parmesan. That's all it tastes like. So I like the dressing. I just need like 3 times the amount of it to really taste it. And I just don't like the toppings it has. I don't think it's good enough. I'm gonna have to give that a 4 out of 10. Now it's time for the pasta. I'm so excited for this. Oh my goodness. So, it's not even cold yet, but it's kind of stuck together in a mound. You know, they say to stick together. Numbers of people make you stronger. I can see that this pasta really believes that. So it's basically a fettuccine with chicken and peas, and it was supposed to come with mushrooms, but I put in the low notes, I put, no mushrooms, please, kind sir. And I don't think they put mushrooms in it. So Carrabba's listens, Carrabba's cares. That should be their new slogan. You know, like Hilton honors, they honor people. Carrabba's cares about you. Okay, let's just get some pasta if we are able to separate it from its friends. Napkin.
Wait.
Oh my God. I was trying to like flip the noodle so I could catch it in my mouth like that, but it just fell. Prosciutto! Prosciutto. I'm in a mood. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in a mood. A good one. I'm having fun. I can't tell you how many times I'm disappointed in sit-down restaurant Alfredos, including Olive Garden. I'm not disappointed this time. I'm not completely gooped because I think I've had better Alfredo, but this is a good Alfredo. What? Who would have thought? First of all, I love the noodles. They're thinner than your typical Alfredo noodles, and they do taste kind of like fresh pasta, to be honest. The sauce doesn't really taste like sauce. It tastes like tons and tons of Parmesan cheese. Like, that's the main flavor here. I feel like they put all their budget into the Parmigiano Reggiano brick that they have in their freezer that they probably scrape out every night. I've seen people, I've seen those influencers that are like, this is how I take care of my cheese wheel. And I'm like, first of all, why do you have a whole cheese wheel, ma'am? Are you gonna use it on your car? Like, do you need a spare tire? And then second of all, they just like cook things in it and then they scrape it out. It's crazy. I feel like it was a trend a couple months ago, but Carrabba's actually has a reason to have a huge wheel. And I feel like they gave me a big chunk of theirs. Like, there was so much Parmesan cheese in here that it was coating every noodle. So it's not the sauciest Alfredo, but it might be one of the most potent cheesy Alfredos I've ever had. It also has a strong black pepper flavor and a buttery greasiness that I really liked. Call me trash, it's fine with me. It's who I am. And then the peas added a tiny, tiny bit of minerals and vitamins that we definitely need. And the chicken tasted like really good quality, simple, charred, grilled chicken. Not a lot of seasonings, but to be honest, with all that Parmesan cheese, it didn't really need a lot. It just brought that meaty, burnt flavor that really complemented the cheesiness. So I've said cheese 8,000 times. I'm gonna give this a nice strong 9 out of 10. Guys, I have to call Giada. A lot of you know that Giada De Laurentiis is one of my best friends. Yes, the host from the Food Network. Me and her have had ups and downs. We've had falling outs and then we've got back together. Now we're besties again. So Giada De Laurentiis, beep beep bop bop boop, cavatappi. Ravioli! Giada, hey girl!
Timmy, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh, good, good. I can't complain. So what's new with you?
Oh, well, I'm just here filming a Carrabba's video and I'm taste testing their whole menu basically, like all the pasta they have. So today I am having fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh my goodness, Timmy, that looks amazing. Did they add Parmesan cheese?
Yeah, Giada, where's your pronunciation? Aren't you supposed to say or something?
What are you talking about? I am pronouncing it correctly. I'm the one from Italy, not you. You're from Miami. You're from the swamps.
Okay. Well, earlier I had some meatballs with ricotta.
Oh my goodness, ricotta is one of my favorite cheeses from Sicily. It really is.
Giada, are you possessed?
Timmy, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have time for this. I'm gonna go.
Okay, well, something has really changed within her. Something just is not the same. I hope she's okay. Last but not least, we have the tiramisu. It seems to be mostly cream. Like, I see one lady finger in there, maybe the pinky, and that's it. So let's go in. Oh, never mind. It's very dense. Let's see. How do you mess up a tiramisu as an Italian restaurant? Did you lose all motivation? Like, I don't get it. It isn't that it's bad, it's just terrible. I have a lot of issues with it. From the texture to the flavor. The flavor, to me, doesn't taste like coffee. Typically, tiramisu tastes like coffee and cream. This tastes like floral. There's a Bath & Body Works limited time candle somewhere that tastes just like this. And it's not even the tiramisu scented candle. It's probably like peach Bellini. There's just no hint of coffee. It's just, it's almost perfume-like. And the mascarpone cream stuff is not as light as it needs to be. This is very thick, very dense, and the texture reminds me of thick frosting. So I feel like I'm eating frosting coated tulip, and that's just not what I wanted. Like, some people might want that, I don't want that. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna have to give that 2.5 out of 10. Very shockingly disappointing, but otherwise the meal was great. Tammy's gonna devour my leftovers. I hope she doesn't smell your cologne on me. Wait, you're my Nona. Huh, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's gone. Hi, girlies. So it's day 2. Let me just say, first of all, I'm feeling fantastic. I think, honestly, part of me might be Italian because all the food really processed well. I'm feeling light and fresh. And also, look at the building, girlies. Look at it. This is what I remember. This is the full Lizzie McGuire movie Rome experience. The bricks, the architectures, the shapes, the sizes. This is what I wanted. So I'm so grateful to be here, but the lighting's horrible. Let's move over here. We don't care about the building that much. Quickly, I know you're probably noticing all the lint covering my shorts. I didn't notice till I got in the car and I was like, wow, I look so dusty. I look like the Barbie that your mom saved in the attic because she thought one day it was gonna be worth something, but it's still only worth $29.99. I look like her. I'm excited for the day. I already know what I'm gonna get because mama likes to plan her meals. It's just exciting. It's the bright spot of my day.
Gorgeous and radiant architectures. Construction workers laid this one so hard. Oh, my fantasy is broken. There's some deflated Santa Claus balloons on top. But once again, the inside looks gorgeous. Just don't look at the roof. It's a little ugly. It's a little office building, but the rest of it, stunning.
Girlies, I'm here. I have my bread. I have my oil. I have my seasonings. First of all, the waiter has the most amazing beard I've ever seen, and it makes my beard feel weak and puny and insecure. But guess what? Does he have a man cave? Probably not. I have a whole parking garage. And what? No, he's super nice, but I am jealous of his beard. Also, when I walked in, the host said, "Are you here for the meeting?" And I was like, what? And he was like, "The meeting." And I was like, oh, no, just one. Uno, papi. Do I look like someone that could be going to a meeting in my Walmart logo looking shirt? Do I? Because I feel like this is kind of business casual. Thank you so much.
That's brother, got some water right here.
Just as good as yesterday, just as fresh.
For my appetizer, I got the soup of the day, which is lentil sausage soup.
I'm so hyped about this. I don't like the smell. Never mind. I'm not hyped anymore. It smells like dirt. Oh my God. I'm grateful. It sounded better than it smells. It's fine. I was gonna get a whole appetizer, but when I ordered my entree, he was like, you know, it comes with a soup or a salad. And he was like, we have a new soup of the day, lentils and sausage. And I said, sir, you read my mind. You read the thought I hadn't even had yet. I love lentils. So the moment I knew this existed, I was like, I need it. I'm gonna get the other appetizer probably tonight. It's fine. Oh, we have a whole bay leaf. I'm gonna gnaw on that later like a horse. Let's try it. Oh. Mademoiselle, je m'appelle.
How's the soup taste well?
Fantastic. Thank you. Kind of. I wish I was Ella Enchanted. I wish when I tried to tell a lie, I would get amazing posture like this. Okay, it definitely grew on me as I ate it. It's not bad. The sausage has a fantastic flavor. It tastes honestly like any old good Italian sausage. I could taste a little bit of fennel. I could taste the garlic. It tastes like sausage that's on a pizza from Domino's. That's my favorite game. I love just knocking all of them over. And the broth itself does have a slight tomatoiness. It's salty. It has a chicken stock flavor to it as well. And the sausage kind of sends its flavor through the liquid. But the lentils to me are too earthy. I love lentils, but I don't like when they taste this earthy. I feel like these were grown in the Earth's crust in the Cretacean period. And the T-Rex, they were like, this is why we have to eat meat, because we don't want to eat this dirt. But other than that, if I extracted the lentils and the mud, it would taste like a nice chicken sausage, zuppa toscana, you know? And it gets better as you eat it. You get kind of used to the earth vibes. But Sally, I was craving wind, water, and fire instead. I'm gonna give that a 5.5 out of 10, not bad. Now listen, I need to vent about my anxiety of the week. You guys know it's always ever evolving and ever changing and always intense. I have a bug bite on my ankle. Now I'm not gonna show you my ankle because I'm a lady and that'll be a little too much. But I got it like 2 days ago. When I got it, it was, I'm not joking, this big. Okay, maybe this big, but it was still really big. And it's just like on my ankle. It doesn't hurt. It feels like a mosquito bite, but like the biggest, most intense mosquito bite you've ever felt. It's so itchy. I had to buy calamine lotion. Calamine lotion. What even is that? It looks like Pepto-Bismol, but for the exterior. So I don't know what this bite really is, but it's been literally keeping me up at night, you know, so.
For my entree, I got the chicken trio, which is chicken marsala, chicken Maria, and chicken Brian. All my good friends, and also a side of fries.
Okay, so first of all, the waiter came and he brought me this little thing of ketchup and he was like, I am so sorry, we were out of actual ramekins, so it's in a little plastic cup. And I was like, it's fine, guys, I feel like people are scared of me. Well, not me, but when they see a camera, they're like, oh my gosh, we don't want them to talk badly about us. Like, I totally get it, but you guys know I'm not like that, so I don't like to be perceived like that. Now, let's dig into what this is. I know, it's a plate full of mushrooms, and that goes against everything I believe in, and also my morals. Mushrooms, to me, are the devil's mold. This is the fungus that grows on Satan's big toe. Sorry. But it's fine. Mushrooms are able to be taken off. They're not stuck to the chicken. So I got the chicken trio. Let me explain what each of these are. They're all different. We got the Pollo Rosa Maria right there in the center, the creamy looking one. Wood grilled chicken stuffed with fontina cheeses and prosciutto. That's the kind of meat. Then topped with mushrooms and our basil lemon butter sauce. No, wait, that's not that one. That's this one. This one right here. Okay, they're a little confusing. I'm sorry. Maria, make yourself known. Say, here, I'm Maria. And then we have chicken marsala, which is wood grilled chicken. Once again, all this chicken is grilled with wood. I don't know how they do that, how they get the wood hot enough to grill it, but they figure it out. Science is ever evolving and ever changing, and it's so exciting. It's topped with mushrooms and our Lombardo marsala wine sauce. Sounds good besides the mushrooms once again. And then last but not least, the chicken in the center. The one we thought was Maria. No, this is chicken Brian. I feel so bad. People always call me ma'am in the drive-thru because of my high-pitched voice. It's an honest mistake, but I know how it feels. And now I've done it to this piece of chicken. I'm sorry, Brian. This is wood grilled and topped with goat cheese, sun-dried tomatoes, basil, and our lemon butter sauce. Sounds great. So let's just try the fries first because I don't want them getting cold and nasty. Let's first try it without ketchup. Those are good. The first fry that I had did have a slight old oil flavor, but just that one. The rest of them were really good. They're just a classic, freshly fried French fry with the vitamins and minerals still intact. And what I love about them is they put black pepper. Only certain places put black pepper on their fries, like Chili's does it. And I think it elevates the fries so much. They're also perfectly salted, so I'm very happy with them. I'm gonna give them a 9 out of 10 for a simple fry. Don't expect anything different, anything crazy, anything unique. Basically, don't expect me. Next up, let's try the chicken marsala. Let's scrape every piece of fungi off of this, go back to the shower tiles, and stay there. Ooh, look at that. I'm going in, I don't care. I would like to speak to the chef. Mr. Chef. You smell that, Mr. Chef? That's your work. That's what you did. That's what you caused. I would like to thank him for figuring out how to use wood to grill a chicken. Because to be honest, that is such a charred, delicious flavor. I adore that. It adds so much. There's not a lot of seasonings on the chicken, but that burnt vibe is so fresh. The chicken stayed really juicy and really tender. And I didn't even taste the mushrooms in the sauce. The sauce honestly just tastes like a nice caramelized cooking wine. And I love that. I'm very pleased with chicken marsala. Okay, scoot these away. Next up, let's try the chicken Brian. What am I doing? That's not my mic. Oh my God. I thought that was my mic. It was just a plastic container. Here's the chicken Brian. You can see the goat cheese on it, the sun-dried tomato. Let's see. Oh my God. Ay, Maria. Oh, Brian. Brian, I'm so sorry again. That is delicious. I think it's the closest thing they have to a Parmesan crusted chicken because the lemon butter sauce is so bright and so refreshing. It makes the goat cheese almost taste sharp because of the sourness from the lemon. Does that make sense? Just fantastic. I'm gonna give that a 9.5 out of 10. Last but not least, we have the official Maria. I'm getting full. There's a lot of protein. Even as an alpha male, there's only so much protein I can take before my neck muscles just get too big. I can't turn my head. This is the filled one. This is the Hot Pocket. Oh my God. Someone needs to blow their nose. I ate the whole trio. Uno, dos, tres, leche. All three of them. I'm too full. I'm gonna have to get dessert during dinner time. I'm sorry, girlies. I think that one was my favorite. Brian. I'm just kidding. Maria's that girl. This reminded me of a chicken cordon bleu, but better. I think chicken cordon bleu doesn't need to be breaded all the time. I think it kind of gives it a dry feeling. This one wasn't breaded. It had more of a really strong garlicky, almost like a shrimp scampi type of sauce on it. And the prosciutto added a salty, bacony flavor. Tender, amazing, delicious, incredible. Show-stopping, never the same. I am gonna get dessert. Now I'm craving it.
For my dessert, I got the John Cole ice cream dessert. Looks great, right?
I got the lightest dessert possible, okay? This is called a John Cole. Now, don't ask me why Carrabba's menu is just full of people's names. Maria, Brian, John. What is this, the cast of Grey's Anatomy? It's very interesting. I don't mind it, but they should name something Timmy. Especially after this video, they should name something Timmy. CEO of Carrabba's, if you see this, I'm expecting maybe a piece of ricotta with my name on it. Something. So basically, it's just vanilla ice cream with caramel sauce and roasted cinnamon rum pecans. Okay, pretty simple. That is so good. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You as well. Take
Thank
care.
you. Why am I like that? Have a great day. Have a great day. Oh, you'll flow too. Pennywise. I sound like Pennywise. And we have matching foreheads. I can't. Oh my God. Stop it. Let go. This might look simple, but it's one of the best ice cream desserts I've had in a long time. First of all, the ice cream itself doesn't even taste like ice cream. It tastes like a frozen custard. It's like cement in the best way possible. I want to put my hands and footprints into it and be a star. It has such a rich vanilla bean flavor. Now, the caramel sauce just tastes like caramel sauce, but those rum pecans, oh my goodness. They're the best pecans I've ever had. They really taste like rum and like super strong cinnamon, and they really made this whole thing kind of taste almost like a horchata or something. They just added such an amazing crunch and flavor, and they really were the star of the show, so I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. Wow, I had great lunch. See you at dinner.
For my day 2 dinner, I got the shrimp scampi appetizer, the chicken ravioli, a nice little free Caesar salad, and the gorgeous New York cheesecake for dessert. Darling. Wait, that was not New York. Darling. New York. That's it. There we go.
So I'm back at the first location, the Denny's Carrabba's. The Denny's, oh, grazie. Oh my gosh, every time I say Denny's, it makes me think of Katherine Heigl in Grey's Anatomy when she's like, but what happens to me, Denny? What happens to me when you go to the light, huh? Diva. And I don't think they recognized me from yesterday. I just stayed in my car. They asked for my name. I said, Timothy. Oh, Jacob! In my bag, they put a joke for some reason. And I'm trying to understand it, but I don't know if I'm the problem or if it just doesn't make sense. But it says, why did the ravioli go to therapy? Let's turn it around, shall we? Are you ready for this? Put on your thinking caps. Too much stuffing. I don't get it. I don't get it. And they put ha ha ha, kind of like the Joker. That's kind of scary. But I'm very grateful for the joke. I just wish I understood it. Why did the ravioli go to therapy? Too much stuffing. Okay, but yes, of course, the ravioli has stuffing. What does that have to do with therapy? I still don't get it, but I'm gonna keep it. It's very sweet. Let me pass this on to my future generations. You know, it's a nice heirloom. Yes, my granddaughter, this is the joke I got in 2025, 100 years ago. It's the joke from Carrabba's that did not make any sense. I kept it so maybe you could decipher it. Let's first try this shrimp scampi appetizer. It does come with toast. I think it's the same fresh bread that they serve with the herbs and the oil, but it looks much more toasty. Let's see. If this is what Ariel eats all the time, I don't know why she wants legs so bad. Is she just trying to be a rebel and just make her father upset? And at the end of the day, she got her way. Horrible parenting tried in. I really enjoyed this. You know, a lot of the times when I'm taste testing seafood type of items in my car, it really stinks up my car. It smells like someone just sat down and then got up and left their air in here. Why do you watch me? I don't get it. But this doesn't smell fishy. It doesn't taste fishy. And maybe that's because shrimp is not a fish, it's a crustacean from the barnacle family. They are very tender shrimps. They're not overcooked, they're not rubbery. This sauce, oh my gosh, it's my Aunt Lulu and Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom. I don't think they heard me, but the sauce is incredible. I think it might be the same lemon butter sauce that was on that chicken. I think it was the Maria chicken. It's like thick and creamy, yet super bright and lemony and refreshing at the same time. And it goes so well with the shrimp. It's incredible. And the bread tastes really nice. It honestly just tastes like they put the same seasonings and the same oil and they brushed it on top and then baked it. And I'm fine with that. It's delicious. It goes so well together. Fantastic appetizer. I'm here for it. If I was a shrimp, do you guys think that I would be like one of the jumbo shrimps or like one of the little tiny shrimp that's in fried rice? Jumbo? Big? Big? Are you calling me big? Now it's time for the Caesar salad. This came with pasta for free, and thank the big man upstairs that it did. Because look at this pasta portion. Pitiful. We'll get into that later. It's gonna anger mama, and I don't feel like getting worked up right now. Oh my! I think they got Popeye in there with his massive arms closing the lids. This is just a simple Caesar salad. They put 5 croutons. You'd think they put more because they have so much bread in there, but I guess not. That was a 2-part burp, just like Wicked and 4 Good. Here's the Caesar dressing. Honestly, I dropped the lid on the car floor. It's fine, we'll clean that later. Ugh. Oh my goodness. I am keeping my composure. I got Caesar dressing on my leg. It's gonna add some nice flavor for Tammy later. Okay. Okay. Why is there cheese flying everywhere? I know Gretchen in Mean Girls said that really mean speech about Caesar, but I don't get it. I think the salad is so good. Okay, we got lettuce. You know what lettuce tastes like. If you're a human or a rabbit. If you're a parakeet, probably not. You've probably only had seeds, but I feel like most creatures know the flavor. So lettuce tasted like lettuce. The croutons tasted like packaged toasty croutons. They didn't taste fresh, but they had that nice strong garlicky flavor. There could have been a lot more Parmesan cheese, but that Caesar dressing is incredible. One of the best Caesar dressings I've had in a long time. You know, my only complaint is that I wanted a whole bucket of it just to dip my head in. That's a dream. That's a goal. We'll just keep working towards it. There was no anchovy flavor, and I don't mind an anchovy flavor in a Caesar salad, but sometimes, you know, you're like enjoying it and then you'll be like,
oh, the Atlantic Ocean.
But not this time. It was just pure, creamy, mayonnaise-y goodness. Like sometimes a Caesar dressing has a really strong mayonnaise-y flavor and it works. It works here. They also put lots of lemon, very lemony, and a lot of cracked black pepper. I really think it's freshly made. I'm not joking. It might not be. Watch, someone that works at Carrabba's is probably gonna comment and say, yeah, I'm the manager at Carrabba's and I'm in charge of everything. Yeah, you're eating Ken's. Enjoy eating Ken's. Well, thankfully Ken is a zaddy, so I do enjoy that. But it tastes fresh to me. We love active people. We do. We're jealous of them, but I respect them. I'm gonna have to give that Caesar salad a 9 out of 10. Now, I have to see what the name of this was. This is basically a ravioli, obviously, with chicken in it and cheese, and it's called mezzaluna. It sounds like the balcony in a theater. Can I sit on it and watch Wicked? Probably not. But mezzaluna means moon. Oh, I solved it, guys. They're moon-shaped raviolis. They're half a moon, see? That's like the winter Mercury retrograde ravioli rising. So let's see how it tastes. I feel like a werewolf because this moon has got me going. Oh. I'm really enjoying this. I wanted to hate it. Do you know why? I was very, very, very upset about the portion size. I felt like my meal betrayed me, but these are kind of filling, mama. They're filling, and I gotta say it, they're delicious. The filling is kind of like, no, wait. The stuffing. The stuffing is sort of like a chicken parmesan-y ricotta spinach paste. And typically sometimes I feel like ravioli that has chicken in it can feel kind of grainy, but this one really doesn't feel grainy. It's a very smooth filling and the chicken really does come through. With the cheesiness, it honestly kind of gives it a slight chicken parmesan-y on. What'd I just say? chicken parmigiano reggiano. Was that what I was trying to say? I guess so. It kind of tastes like that, but just a hint, like without the breading. And it's salty and sharp, and I think the ravioli's perfectly cooked. It's very tender, and the sauce on the outside is like a classic vodka sauce. It really has got me feeling like I'm going a little crazy. Oh, it's tomatoey, it's kind of acidic, but also kind of sweet. I loved it. I loved it. I have to give this a 10 out of 10. I give up. I've always wondered, guys, who was the first person that ever sang? Was it like a caveman and they were like, ooh? I'm getting real full, but we have a mamacita of a cheesecake. This is a mother made of queso. It came with this little, I think, raspberry sauce. Let's smell it. Strawberry, it's strawberry. Let's drip it. Oh, it's chunky. Oh my goodness, I love that. It reminds me of the canned soup. Okay, let's taste this intimidating, lactose intolerant enemy. Okay. Stop it there. I'm taking the rest home. I'm so full of moons right now. And do you know how big moons are? I'm eating planets. One more. So when I first tried it, I was taken aback a little bit because there is a slight stale processed flavor to it. It's not the main flavor, but it's there lurking. And I feel like without it, this would be the quintessential perfect, classic, simple cheesecake. It has an incredible texture. Not too dense, not too creamy. All you need is a light sweater. And it's not too sweet either. It's perfectly sweet. So it has all the makings of a really good cheesecake, but I can't get past that stale vibe. I don't know what it is. I love the strawberries. They're super refreshing. And I love the crust. It's a really buttery crust. So it isn't perfect, but it's good enough to enjoy. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. Overall, I really enjoyed my meal. I think that almost everything was fantastic. And now that I've taste tested the moon, next step is the sun. It's happening. Oh my God, all the snot. Wow. I love a delicious sneeze, don't you? Girlies, it's day 3. Wait. Ooh. Oh. Okay, there's a car coming. I think he liked what he saw. This is the Carrabbas we're currently dealing with. I think it's cute, but it is connected to other restaurants, other businesses, other buildings. So it kind of has to conform. It can't have that full rustic, baked ziti aesthetic. And I'm okay with it. I get it. I conform a lot. You know, when I hang out with people, I just transform into what they want me to be. Because life is about fitting in and not being yourself, right? Speaking of that, look at this OOTD girlies. I've only worn this shirt like once. I really like it. Makes me feel very posh because it's like one big piece of British fabric. This morning I do feel a tiny bit bloated, but I think it was just from all the planetary system pasta I ate. But I am hungry. You can be bloated and hungry at the same time. It's called multitasking. So let's go and let's feast.
Welcome to yet another Carrabba's. What were you expecting? A Sonic drive-through? Do you know what you're even watching? For my appetizer, I got Mama's spicy soup.
Girlies, I'm loving the vibe of this location. I love shortening words like that. It makes me feel something. Look at this IKEA shelf behind me. It's called the Lincolnberry shelf. They have like wine displayed, like framed kind of. They're like, we're not gonna drink that. We're gonna let it age for 200 years and then feast. And I appreciate the patience. Also, this location is I love that. This location is very close to an airport. So if you're gonna take a flight and you're hungry before, you might as well come to Carrabba's. Get a big belly full of pasta, some garlic breath. The passengers next to you on the plane might be mad at you for all that garlickiness, but guess what? Who cares? Unless if they're vampires, then don't be insensitive. Especially if it's Edward. He doesn't like the middle seat. Anyways, this is a whole half of a chicken. What is in this? I don't see noodles. What's a soup without noodles? That's just like meat juice. This is Mama Mandola's Sicilian chicken soup. So this is not made by Nona. Nona, you can't take credit for everything. This is made by Mama, your daughter. I hope you've trained her well. Spicy chicken soup that has soothed the family for generations. It doesn't say what's in it. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Everything good?
Oh, yes. Great so far. Thank you. Very nice, checking up on me. Probably because I'm a vlogger. Like I said, I scare people. I'm a gentle soul, please. I see tomatoes. Oh, there are noodles. Here we go. We have the little round ones that kind of look like little teeth. I think chunks of potato. That's fun. And the Idahoans cheered. I'm so happy for them. And then we have tomato, celery. What else? I think that's it. So let's see. Mmm. Sorry, that was a blubber blubber. I'm just not in a whale kind of mood. Did I put it back into the soup? Why would I do that? What's wrong with me? Mama, I don't think you're ever gonna be Nona. You're not gonna live up to her legacy. In fact, you're a disappointment to her, but you ate this one thing. Just this one thing. Don't let it go to your head. It is not the best soup ever, but it tastes really fresh and homemade. First of all, the chicken is the main authentic core here. Wow, sometimes I just say things and I surprise myself with my intellect and pronunciation. It's warm, it's not cold. And the broth tastes like chicken stock. All the veggies taste fresh too. But I have one complaint. I don't really taste the spice. I mean, unless if they count black pepper as spice, wow, they really brought the heat then in that case. But otherwise, I'm not tasting any cayenne, any chili, not even a hint of spiciness. So I am disappointed in that. I think that maybe Mama got scared. She was like, Nona added just the right amount. If I add too much, my life is ruined. And I get that, but you failed. Did I drip on my wig again? I think a drop went into my extensions. I'm gonna give that a nice 6 out of 10. Yes.
For my entree, I got the chicken parmesan with bene pomodoro, which is also my favorite kind of fruit, even though it's mostly just seeds.
I'm feeling very insecure about this choice right now. You know why? Because of you. Because of you. Ow. It looks amazing. I'm grateful for it. I'm excited for it.
I'm gonna devour it.
But every time I get something kind of like common and basic, I get comments saying, Timmy, you should have gotten the bruschetta pork chop with the Sicily truffle. What's a Sicily truffle? And so it's giving me a complex about it. Now I'm like, are they gonna be mad that I'm getting this? But then again, there's girlies out there, some of you that only eat chicken tenders and mac and cheese. And I know you're probably thinking, Timmy's my hero. That's exactly what I would get. He's my role model. He's everything to me. So you know what? I can't please everybody. And my taste buds can only handle so many luxurious flavors. Sometimes we gotta get down and dirty with the grease. I'm taking my confidence back. Stop playing. Give it back. You keep moving it. I don't think anyone saw me trying to grab my confidence from you. That would have been really embarrassing. Let's try this penne pomodoro. This is their main side they have. And I did get Parmigiano Reggiano on top because it looked like it needed it. What's a pasta without cheese? Nutritious? Worthless, exactly. Okay. That was all great so far.
Okay. Are you?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'm a vlogger.
Oh, are you?
Yes, yes. I taste test stuff. And this week I'm eating at different Carrabbas.
Okay.
I'm taste testing like all the stuff on the menu basically. I basically just make these big food videos like on cruises, like at restaurants.
Look at you.
Yeah.
And how's today?
Huh? Oh, it's great so far. Fantastic so far.
You're hilarious.
Oh, thank you. He was so nice. And even though I was so awkward, I didn't back away from talking. I could have just said, yeah, I'm a vlogger. Thank you. And not gone into detail, but I went into detail. Unnecessarily. No one cares about that. Besides you watching. You know, this is extremely simple, but it's nice. I do feel like a lot of tomato sauces are extremely bland. And this almost took a trip to Bland Boulevard. But it didn't. Thankfully, the car broke down halfway from Flavor Town. It's a simple tomato sauce. It is salty. It's a little bit sweet. There's some Italian seasonings, maybe a hint of red pepper flakes, to be honest. It's a tiny bit spicy. It's spicier than Mama's soup. Still a failure to all of us forever. And there is some Italian seasoning in there, but it's very light. It's mostly focused on the tomato. There is enough salt, surprisingly. A lot of these simple tomato sauces don't have a lot of salt. It isn't anything amazing, but it does taste fresh and nice. I'm gonna give the penne pomodoro 6 tomatoes out of the patch. Now let's try the chicken parmigiano. I'm excited for this. I love chicken parm. I really do. And they put so much cheese. And you know what I love? They got the cheese all brown and bubbly, kind of like a Domino's pizza. Once again, I still want to slap the Domino's and make them crumble. Wow. I really got my protein in just there. Perfect timing because I'm going to the gym right after this. I have a weightlifting competition and there's this one other guy that thinks he can win. He's not going to win. Bro, I loved it. I loved it. The chicken was so tender, even though it was thin and literally pounded out to the point that it was a piece of foil parchment paper. It was still juicy. It was not dry at all. And the breading, honestly, so much better than those burnt breadcrumbs on the mozzarella sticks. This tasted like real chicken breading, and it did get soggy, but to me, that's the point of chicken parmesan. It has to get soggy with that tomatoey sauce. Makes it kind of acidic, and with that fried flavor, it's such an amazing combination. I could taste the Italian seasonings in the breading, but as you can see, I did leave behind most of the cheese. The cheese wasn't bad. I just didn't feel like it was necessary. I felt like the chicken on its own with the tomato sauce was perfection. And also it's such a thick amount that if I ate all that, my stomach would create a new genre of fart. Usually they sound kind of like rock, but I think this cheese would kind of make it go into like scream rock, and I don't think I can handle that. I don't want to rip. But honestly, I'm gonna give that a very strong 9 out of 10. I think that's a very good chicken parmesan, and I'm so glad we went basic, girlies.
Oh, wow. Hey, Big Daddy. For my dessert, I got the cannoli cake for 2.
This is ginormous. Now, most people would say, it's as big as my head. Personally, I can't say that. I've always had a very, very big head. In fact, growing up, my mom could barely fit t-shirts over my head. I remember being in pain saying, oh, what is wrong with me? Why doesn't it fit? So it's not as big as my head, but it's in the same range. As you can see, it's a cake with layers of frosting, chocolate chips, pistachios, and a little cannoli on top. Let's first try that. Okay, wow. Oh my goodness. First of all, I did already ask for a box for it because I knew that even I could not handle all this. I have never liked cannolis in my life.
Oh, no, don't say
Oh, no,
that.
Nona, I'm sorry. I know they're very important to you. I know it, but I'm your grandson. Don't you love me more than cannolis?
Of course I do, sure, yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, look at this. What are you gonna do, Nona? What are you gonna do? I've never really been a big fan of cannolis, so I really thought this wasn't gonna be good, but this cake is actually phenomenal. The actual cake itself is not sweet at all, and it's very dense and buttery. So it almost reminds me more of a biscuity kind of cake, sort of. It's just so moist and satisfying, and then the frosting is very sweet. It's sort of like a cream cheese frosting, but because the cake isn't sweet at all, it's perfectly balanced. It's also very cold. I love a cold cake. And the frosting isn't too thick. The chocolate chips and pistachios add a nice little difference in texture and a nice little richness. It's delicious. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. I did not expect that. Well, this meal was mostly a success. Carrabba's has really been eating the house down. I don't know why they crave construction, but I'm so proud of them.
For my day 3 dinner, I got the fried appetizer version of the mezzaluna chicken ravioli. Have you ever been to the moon? Was it a big block of cheese? No, disappointing, right. And then I also got the short rib with rosemary, honey, carrots, and a side of mashed potatoes, and this is dipping sauce for the raviolis.
Girlies, I have a confession. Yesterday, I was like kind of dropping Parmesan all over the car, right? It was like raining Parmesan, which is so much better than when it was raining men. Like, I'm an independent woman. I don't even need that many men. Like, that's a lot. But I haven't cleaned up the Parmesan yet, and there's some Parmesan on my seat, the one I'm sitting on. So I'm currently sitting on shreds of Parmesan. Now, I'm sure the girlies that own the big wheel of Parmesan, I'm sure they sit on theirs and they spin around and maybe go sledding on it. I love who I am! But I just don't feel comfortable sitting on the shreds, so I'm just gonna grab them right now. Here's one little piece, and here's another. Okay. Yay! I didn't want to smell that sharp, you know? That's a lot. I'm excited to eat, but I have to say the short rib does kind of smell strange. Remember how yesterday I said that the shrimp didn't smell like fish, shockingly? I think that odor got transferred to the short rib because it smells fishy. It smells like a short little fish. I know that cows typically don't spend time in the ocean, but I think this one wanted to be a mermaid or a cowfish. That's a great restaurant in Universal. Other than the smell though, I'm excited. Let's dig in. Okay, so we have the fried mezzalunas, guys. So we have two kinds of moons. I know there's like a solar moon and then a panel moon. Carrabba's has a boiled moon and a fried moon. Personally, I would not want to land on this moon because I don't want to get my Skechers greasy. That's crazy. On my first trip to outer space, greasy Skechers, that does not sound like a fun time. Ow. Oh, you know, first bite I was like, because I've learned I don't really like the texture of deep fried pasta. I don't think it works. I just think it gets a little chewy, and the breading on the pasta just feels kind of redundant because it's carb on carb. I love carbs, but I also have common sense as a human being. I just don't think the textures go together, but I love the flavor of this. I think that the cheesy chicken filling really goes so well with the fried breaded flavor. It almost tastes, you know what this is? This is just fried chicken. Abstract edition. They just kind of said, we're gonna make something like KFC, but we're gonna make a Mamma Mia edition. Colonel Mustard might have an amazing mustache that probably smells really good, but he does not have our Italian zest. Exactly. And I also think that the tomatoiness kind of makes this taste like a chicken parmesan too. So we got some KFC vibes, some chicken parmesan vibes, and some celestial moon dust. It's the combination you never thought you would try, but here we are. Other than the chewy pasta texture, I'm gonna have to give it a nice strong 8 out of 10. Very good. Okay, now it's time for the main meal. I did not get a dessert today because, guys, I can only handle so much. You know, I can only handle so much sweets, but that's not the truth. I'm running out of desserts. I have one left, so I have to save it for the last day. If there were more desserts, they would be right in front of me right now. But I'm still super hyped for my bone-in fish. Let's first try these. I think they're honey glazed carrots. They seem to have some herbs on them. Probably not de Provence, but maybe herbs of McCormick. Oh, Rosie, Rosie, I told you to stay away from me. There's a squirrel. It ran away so fast. The moment I try to be social, the moment I put myself out there, I get nothing. I appreciate the effort in these carrots because too many places serve their vegetables plain, fresh out of a bird's eye frozen, self-steaming bag. But these carrots are surprisingly flavorful, just not in a good way. They are perfectly cooked. They're not too mushy, but they're also not crunchy. They're just in this really thick honey glaze. And I typically like honey glazes on carrots, but this is very sweet. And they have so much rosemary, so much that I can't deal with her. I think maybe Jack should have been on that door instead of her. It's so strong. It's the main flavor. And rosemary is good when it's paired with other herbs. But when she's the main star, no. I know you got two names, girl, but they don't sound good together. I'm gonna have to give that a 4 out of 10. Sorry, Rosie. Now I got the mashed potatoes. Oh! Oh my, wait, I'm gonna dip this into the tomato sauce. No! Oh, I got a crunchy piece of potato. It was the texture of an apple. Now I know how Snow White felt when she was chewing right before she passed out. She was like, oh, this is very crunchy. Girl, I feel the same way. Those might be the realest tasting mashed potatoes I've had at a sit-down restaurant. Not the best, but the realest. First things first. Did you get that? If you got that, you're a millennial. They taste like potatoes that were just boiled with the potato skin still on, mashed with butter, milk, salt, and pepper. Very simple, but effective. It really gives you that home-cooked feel. Do I wish they added some sour cream and some maybe chives to really elevate them and make them taste more flavorful? Yes, but I can't be mad at a simple home-cooked mashed potato. It tastes like my Mima made it. Mima always told me, if your mashed potato don't stick to your tooth like this, it's not done. I'm sorry, sometimes I just need to stop talking. So I'm not shook by them, but I did enjoy them. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Yes, okay. Last but not least, we have the bone-in short rib. I've never had a bone-in short rib. I've only had a bone-in wing, but oh my God. Oh, it is connected, barely, by like one tenderloin. I just kind of want to gnaw on this. Okay. Okay, let's just use our hands. We're in the car. I feel like I'm at Buc-ee's eating beef jerky. I am grateful to be eating this because I know short ribs are a nice cut of meat and it's sort of like a bougie item. But I think something went wrong. I think instead of like roasting it, maybe they broiled it for 5 hours. It's so tough. Now, luckily it's not fishy. We're gonna take our wins where we can get them. But it doesn't have much flavor besides just beef. And it's so chewy and so overcooked. Part of me wants to take it home and like put it in a beef stew because it has to be like repurposed or something or like recycled to help Mother Earth. But also because I just feel like I can't eat it in this form. Also, what's the point of having the bone if it's just gonna dangle on it? Are you trying to impress me with a dog toy? I don't get it. That's one of the most disappointing things I've had all week. Almost everything has been decent or good, but this is not. This is a 2 out of 10. Probably one of the worst short ribs I've ever had in my life. Ew, girlies. It's day 4. Okay, what if someone saw me? No one's here, it's empty, which makes me feel so much less safe. But as you can see, we're back in the Carrabba's garage next to the fake amusement park. Wait, why'd I say fake? It's very much real. Look at this. You see that? That's a whole Eye of London. And I'm back here because I have not eaten at this location yet. I've only gotten takeout from here, so I feel like the employees won't recognize me. It won't be awkward. It'll be fine. We're gonna have our final lunch, and I'm super hungry. I'm super hyped. I'm also feeling great. Even though I've been eating only Carrabba's for 3 whole days now, I feel lighter than a feather. Like, I feel like I could possibly float higher than the Eye of London. Part of me thinks they sneak kale and quinoa into the pasta here. They're like, look at him, he needs it. He doesn't want it, but he needs it. There's someone passing by. A casual, oh, Nona, just me and my grandma spending time together. Okay, I'm just feeling so great and I'm excited to slay the day. I'm also in a new shirt from Amazon. I feel like this one's not really giving herb. It's more so giving like dried herb, you know, like oregano that's just been sitting on a Publix shelf for about 5 months and it's turning a little bit brown, a little bit crusty, but it still works, still adds flavor. Now, last time I was in this garage, I did get recognized and it was really nice, but today I'm just gonna be low key. I'm a very private person. I live a private life. So Nona, if you see the paparazzo, do not draw attention to us. Do not say, this is my grandson, famous YouTuber Timmy's Takeout. I'm so proud of him. He's my legacy. He's my pride and joy. Don't say that, Nona. I didn't record any of the theme park rides today because gnawing on that short rib yesterday really gave me enough thrills and adrenaline I needed for the week, you know? But this is the inside of this location. As you can see, they have bows on the lights. So I think they're gonna pass them out as gifts. Why else would they wrap them up? You get a light, you get a light, you get a bulb, you get a bulb. For my appetizer, I got the breadstick tower with marinara dipping sauce and a whole palm tree as a garnish. Girlies, I don't want to complain. But it's very hot in here. It's so hot. Like, I don't feel any airflow. I mean, for a second I felt it right there because of my breath, but I don't feel any in the room. Yes, perfect. Well, I'm good for now. Thank you so much. I'm just wondering if the wooden grill is maybe like overheating and they need to like cool it down, maybe put some water on it to let the wood like replenish or something. But I'm excited to be here, guys. I got the breadstick tower. Now, I did expect something much taller because when something is called a tower, you expect like a whole Jenga moment. And I really felt like playing, but this is still a lot of bread. It's still good enough. It looks really good. So it's like really crispy pieces. We have like a marinara dipping sauce and we also have a whole tree. They're gonna plant this and grow another stove. Okay, let's try the breadstick tower. Ooh. Oh. Oh my. I'm so grateful for you. I love it. I love it so much. One of my favorite appetizers by far. I know it's so simple, but just imagine garlic bread, right? Good old garlic bread, a lot of garlicky flavor, dripping with butteriness. But imagine it 10 times crispier. That's what this is giving. It is perfect garlic bread, but just the texture is so much better that it really elevates it and makes it so much more delectable. And then dipped into this delicious marinara, which is so bright. It just balances out everything perfectly. You know what? Now I do wish I had a Jenga-sized tower of this. I think I am resentful that I don't, because they're so good. I could eat too. You know what? I know that Italy has the Leaning Tower of pizza. We've all had pizza. It's basic, and also the tower's been leaning for so long you'd think it would be dripping cheese by now. It's not. I think we should replace it. I think it's old news. We should replace it with this breadstick tower, and it's not going to be leaning. It's going to be standing straight up, proud, because of the crispness. So I think it would be an upgrade. I'm gonna give that 10 out of 10. Incredible, incredible.
For my entree, I got the rosemary parmesan fries, the filet with spicy. Ooh, my stomach just growled, girlies. Oh, did you hear that? I'm doing my voiceover in the morning. I have not eaten because I took my thyroid medication and I cannot eat for like 30 minutes after I take it. So I'm just here waiting, getting hangrier by the second. Don't you talk to me. So yeah, I got the filet with spicy butter and asparagus.
This is the prettiest meal we've seen yet this week. Do you agree? I agree with myself. That's all that matters. Oh, I got a pain in my side from doing the Trisha laugh. Okay, now we are trying the steak first because after filming yesterday, I did realize that I gnawed on that piece of beef jerky with the beef bone as well. And I feel like it could have been maybe a tiny bit more tender if I tried it first. I'm not saying it would have been fixed. It was really a piece of leather, genuine, but I do think maybe it would have just been a tiny bit better. So let's just try the steak first, give it a full fair chance. And I did get some spicy Sicilian butter on it. I did not expect them to give me a whole scoop of it like I'm at Cold Stone Creamery, but I'm grateful for it. I think I'm supposed to just kind of like, okay, yeah, that's a little much for me, get off. And let's see if it's actually spicy, because if mama made it, it's probably just gonna have a little black pepper dusting, like, oh, this is so good, this is so good. Oh my God, guys, I think I found the cure. I think I found the cure to my gout. I think my toe is transforming. Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you. I meant it. I did not have to tell a lie. Let me explain. So the steak is great. Is it anything super special? No, but I think it's cooked perfectly. It's very tender within, crispy on the outside. There is a nice crust on it. You guys know I love a steak that has a crust on it. I think it's a necessity for steak. If it doesn't have a crust, it's not steak. It's just another piece of a farm. That's all it... It's not steak, it's just pig. Right. But this has that, and it's a salty crust, it's charred, but this butter, the spicy Sicilian butter, is incredible. First of all, it's actually spicy. Mama didn't get her paws on it. I think her sister, my auntie Peppercini, she made it. It is not only spicy, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like pepperoni puree, which is my favorite kind of puree. That's actually what I was fed as a baby. Nona insisted. And I really do think that it's the cure for my gout, because guess what? I don't have to eat pepperonis anymore. I can just come to Carrabba's and get a blob of this spicy Sicilian butter and get the pepperoni feelings that I need. And I'm so grateful for that. It is such a strong pepperoni flavor, and it really adds so much to the steak. It's crazy. It was like $1 something extra, but let me tell you, it's worth it. I know that's overpriced for a scoop of ice creamy butter, but I think it's needed. I'm so impressed. I'm gonna give the steak with the butter a 9 out of 10. Very good. Now it's time for the rosemary parmesan fries. I am skeptical because yesterday Miss Rosemary tried to take over the carrots. She tried to take over the meal. She tried to take over my content. She tried to take over the world. So I'm hoping it's not too rosemary-ish, even though I do see buckets and buckets of rosemary on these fries. It's okay. They also gave me this sauce, which I have no clue what it is. It smells like some sort of a peppercorn creaminess. I don't even know, but let's just first try them by themselves and then with the sauce. Oh my God. With the sauce. I got chills. No, can you see them? This is the best day of my life. The fries are great, just like last time. Crispy and simple. You know, I actually really like the rosemary flavor. It is strong, but it works better here than on the carrots. I think that the carrots were too sweet for Rosemary, and she's much too bitter of a person to blend in with that. Hello, friends. Can I sit with you? I'm lonely. Please. Edward, left and he's with the Volturi. I think the rosemary really works with the salty flavors and with the Parmesan sharpness. It's a very nice combination. I do think that the seasoning is overall too salty, and I prefer the fries that only have a few little dustings on them. But all I have to say about this sauce is that I do to all of it. Our whole future, the good, the bad, the ugly, I will take care of it, and it will take care of me, and we'll eat rainbows together and be happy. I want to marry this sauce. That's what I'm trying to say. It is one of the best things I've ever had in my life. It tastes, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like everything good in life, but also it tastes like a really fresh Caesar dressing mixed with a really fresh restaurant ranch dressing, and also a spritz of lemon. That's exactly what it tastes like. It's so flavorful. It's very tart, and it's so creamy. Sorry, I'm slobbering. It's too good that I don't ever want to have it again because I don't think I deserve it. I'm gonna give the fries an 8 out of 10. The sauce though, on its own, is an 100 out of 10. Last but not least, we have asparagus. Why did I save the vegetable for last? I don't know, but I do love asparagus. Nona, remember what you used to tell me? You used to tell me, asparagus is delicious, but it will make your piss stink. And that's normal, so it's fine. I will always hold that close to my heart. Simple, but worth the stench. They're cooked perfectly, crunchy yet tender, but they have a very, very simple flavor. It just tastes like butter, salt, and pepper. So I'm gonna give the asparagus as it goes through my esophagus. A nice 7 out of 10, it's fine, typical, it's good.
For dessert, I got the chocolate dream. That is what it's called. You might be thinking, Timmy, it does not look like a dream. Well, what does a dream look like? Everyone's hopes and dreams are different. Mine looks exactly like this, actually.
Shh, Nona, quiet. I'm having a dream, a chocolate dream. Ganaches and creams, M&M's raining down on me. Oh, I'm awake now. This is called the chocolate dream, which is the American version of the name. There is an Italian version. Let me read it. It's grazie. It's sogno di cioccolata, which I'm thinking means soggy is chocolate. Or chocolate dream, whichever one. But it looks so good. Wait, what is it? I forgot to read the description. A rich fudge brownie with chocolate mousse, fresh whipped cream, and chocolate sauce. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's so soft. But the brownie's thick. Oh my goodness. The best of both worlds. Thank you so good. Amazing. Thank you. Did I roll my eyes? This chocolate dream might be a nightmare for my belly to process later, but it's okay. Pepsid AC will chase away those demons. Mozart is shaking. I think that might be the best thing I've had all week. This meal is great overall, let me just say that. The brownie itself is very rich. It's very dense, almost like fudge, but it's in like 2 thin layers, almost like the Italian specialty, but like the chocolate dream version of that, the variant. And there's so much whipped cream. It has such a real milk flavor. Like I feel like Tammy, my wife, just got some milk from one of our cows on the farm. We have so many cows. Sometimes I lose count. I try to name all them, but there's so many that I end up forgetting some of them, and those ones turn into burgers. But Peggy Lou and Terry May are my 2 favorites. They'll never be a burger. They're gonna be a prime roast. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And then this chocolate mousse is like a really light pudding. It's almost like pudding mixed with more whipped cream, and it balances out that rich brownie so well. It's incredible. Such a satisfying eat. 10 out of 10. I'm still very hot, so I can't wait to leave, but this was a fantastic meal. I got my to-go boxes. I'll see you at dinner.
For the final dinner, I got the chicken tendies. I also got a whole lasagna slice and the side of penne mac and cheese.
They forgot my straw, and that's okay. You know, actually, it's a good thing. That's one more turtle that has a safe nostril. It's gonna be able to swim around and say,
Mama, look! Look at my nostril! There's nothing stuck up there.
So I'm happy for the turtle, but I'm not happy for my front teeth. They're very sensitive. Oh! I'm just kidding, it's totally fine. You guys know I don't care about these things. But the fact that I mentioned it, does that mean I do secretly care? Does it? Don't do psychology on me. Okay, so this is the grand finale. We've had a fantastic week, right? So much fun together, bonding over ricotta. And I know that you might be disappointed in this final meal. It is quite random, but guess what? I tried almost the whole menu. So I did what I could. I did, and you just can't stop complaining, can you? You know, we're on vacation. Me and your father, we planned a trip to Italy, and then he chickened out because he hates flying. So instead we spent a week at Carrabba's. It's been great, and now your attitude is ruining everything once again. Maybe I should have taken the promotion. I turned it down to start a family. They say you can have it all. That's not true. I just also want to say thank you guys so much for the support. But I have been really wanting to thank you guys recently, like an in-depth thank you, because I get to do this job literally because of your support, because you're watching. So if you watch this whole thing, you are that girl, and I am so grateful for you. I truly feel like we have the best bond on the whole YouTube, you know, and I love you. Anyways, let's first try the mac and cheese. So as you can see, it really does just look like penne pasta with cheese sauce. And that's typically what mac and cheese is, but it's usually an elbow. But this is penne, so that's interesting. And this is from the kids menu, because like I said, I'm almost out of options. But now that I'm mixing it, it does look pretty nice and coated. Okay, definitely processed, but I kind of like it. It tastes like boxed mac and cheese, but oh my gosh, a lot tangier and saltier. It's not sweet at all, and it's quite cheesy, so I'm enjoying it. It just doesn't taste fresh in the slightest. But the penne pasta, I do have an issue with. I can tell that this pasta was not boiled for mac and cheese specifically. Something about the flavor just tastes like pasta that was meant for like a tomato sauce. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like its heart isn't in it, and it's not giving me the mac and cheese vibe that I need. But I'm still pretty much enjoying it. I'm gonna eat that late at night for sure. That's a perfect late night snack, you know? So let's save that. I'm gonna give it a nice 6. It's fine. Now we got some chicken tenders, also from the kids menu. I'm so glad they provided ketchup. And it's not just ketchup packets, because guys, I've never understood ketchup packets. I don't think they work. I don't think they've ever been practical. I feel like each of them holds a tiny bit of ketchup, and most of the ketchup just gets stuck on the outside of the packet. Also, where am I supposed to put the ketchup if I want to squeeze it out? Do I put it on a napkin? If I put it on a napkin, then the watery part of the ketchup soaks through it, and I'm just left with a tomato paste. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's very messy, and we need to come up with a better solution. I have seen the little ketchup cups that are either dip or squeeze. Love those. I think that's the future, even if it's more plastic. Listen, turtles, I gave you a break with the straw. You're gonna have to deal with the squeeze and dip ketchup packet, okay? Just avoid it when you're swimming. Dodge it. Oh, you want me to shut up? Oh, okay. I'll chew. Let's first try the tender without ketchup and then with. Ow! My tongue. I think I need some more food to make it feel better. How are those so good? And how are they only on the kids menu? Like, put that front and center on the promos. Make me the head of marketing. I think it's obvious that role needs to be filled. Those are fantastic. A lot of the times at these sit-down restaurants, the chicken tenders are just so mediocre. The breading is too thick. They don't have a lot of flavor, but not these ones. These ones are crispy with a thin breading, which is the best kind of tender. When you can achieve that, you can achieve any life goal you set. Juicy on the inside, but the flavor of the breading really took me aback. And I'm just gonna come right back forward again. It just tasted really heavily seasoned, more seasoned than your typical tender. There was almost a slight Cajun flavor to it, not fully, but it was there, and a strong garlic flavor, and maybe a little hint of cumin? That was just very pleasantly surprising. Ow. Those were honestly a 10 out of 10. I have no complaints. And the ketchup was extra tangy for sure. For sure. Wow. Okay. Last but not least, the final item of the meal. Yes, we don't have dessert because I ran out officially. The chocolate dream was the last one. Like Fontaine, I dreamed a chocolate dream, but I didn't sell a tooth. She did. So it seems to have meat sauce, cheeses, noodles, the typical lasagna. Let's go in. The size isn't huge. It was like 20 bucks, girls. Mmm. 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 Oh. Whoa. Mr. Master Chef. It's too good. When I first bit into it, for some reason, the meat in the meat sauce did kind of give me a processed meat flavor. That was the first processed tasting meat that I've had here, I think, right? So I was a little shocked at first, but then the more that I ate it, the meat started tasting normal and all the other flavors came through. This has such a strong Parmigiano, Fontina, Reggiano flavor to it. It is so salty and so sharp and it really comes through. And then the tomato sauce is so bright. And the noodles are so tender. They just melt in your mouth, but they're not mushy. I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. Love. So that was a great last Carrabba's meal. I've had such a fun time with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This was not sponsored by Carrabba's whatsoever, but I gotta say, most of the stuff I ate was good. Most of it. I would say, what, like 80%? So I do think it's a lot better than Olive Garden. I gotta say, I think that the Olive Garden really needs to trim because they have a lot of stuff that just tastes so mediocre. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe. I'll see you next week. I love you so much. Bye, girlies. Mwah.